stored in the compressed form. And if it is getting stored in the compressed form, number one, you will be able to save more data, right? And number two, your performance, your mobile performance, because you are only using 15 GB of 64 GB data that is supported in your mobile device. So your performance of the mobile will again become fast. Same goes for SAP HANA database. Let's assume a customer is using 1 TB of data. The database size is 1 TB, out of which customer has already utilized 800 GB of data in the older database. So obviously the performance would be slow because already 80% of the consumption of the database has been done. So if a customer implements SAP HANA here, that 800 GB of data will automatically become, just assume, around 250 to 300 GB of data, which means only 25 to 30% of the data would be left. Still, we have not deleted any data. All the data is available in the system. So performance wise, you are getting more performance, faster performance, and storage wise, you are able to store more data. So that is the benefit of storing the data in the form of columns. In the row-based data format, it was not possible to store the data in the compressed form. In the column-based data storage, you can compress the data, which will reduce your database size, plus it will improve the performance of your reports. Clear on column-based? Any questions? Have you understood what is the difference between row-based and column-based? Just remember one difference. Row-based data doesn't support compression. Column-based data supports compression. If the data is stored in the compressed form, you will be able to store more data. And obviously, if the data is stored in the compressed form, your performance would be faster. Clear? Any questions?
I have a question. Like
Yeah.
you mentioned, storage results is faster reporting. How about inserting?
Inserting
Both it
also.
will be faster. Okay.
Yeah. So normally, this column-based data storage, the reason for faster reporting, the reason is because you are trying to extract the data. Let's assume, if I just give this example, what do you mean by faster reporting? Faster reporting means data is already available in the system and you are just trying to extract that data. So if you try to extract the data from only 200 GB of data, it would be faster compared to extracting the data which is 800 GB, right? So automatically system will work faster when it comes to doing the reporting. Clear?
That means like even the new transactions or any data newly inserted will also go directly in the compressed form. If I'm not wrong,
Definitely.
is that correct?
So that actually depends because as I told you, HANA supports both row as well as column-based data storage. So when it comes to the standard SAP tables, when it comes to the standard business processes, most of the tables are now supporting column-based data storage. Let me show you something practically in the system also. So although we have not done anything in the system till now, but at least you will get a feel how exactly it will look like. See, all the standard SAP tables, they are already storing the data in the column-based form because they are already using HANA database, right? But when it comes to the new tables that you will create, if required, for that there is an option. So if I want to check the any table in SAP, I will go to transaction SE11 or SE69. These are the two transactions which I can use. So if I go to SE11 and let's say I want to show you how the data will be stored in table BKPF. Okay, don't worry about what is BKPF and all. I just want to show you. So here, if I go to the technical settings and database specific properties, you can see column store, row store, undefined. Undefined means by default it will take the whatever is default set up by the system. So whenever you are creating a new table, on your own. This is a standard table. So as I told you, all these standard tables which are part of SAP, they are changed to store the data in the column-based form. But if you are creating a new table, you have a choice whether you want to create a new table as a row or a column-based. So if you are selecting the table as column store, then the compression will come automatically. But if you are creating a table with row-based storage, then the compression will not take place. Clear?
What is the third option for?
Sorry?
What is this third option?
Third option is undefined. So undefined means based on, see, undefined will not be available for the new tables that you are going to create. Undefined is by default whatever is provided by SAP table to table. So in SAP, whenever the standard tables are created, SAP either provides it in the column-based form or in the row store form. So normally this undefined is not used. It is either column or row.
Okay.
Yeah. Undefined, see, undefined is only applicable for non-HANA databases because obviously non-HANA databases, there is no choice. Everything will go to the row store. Clear?
Irrespective of my storage, whether it is in column or row, my queries will be the same like our regular SQL queries.
Exactly. There will not be any change. Even as I told you, even if you go to SE11 or SE16N, you will not be able to see how the data is getting stored in the background. That is all in the binary form, you know, right? You will not be able to see that 0 and 1s, how they are actually getting stored in the database. So whatever we are discussing, this is all technical within the system. But outside the system, it will not make any difference whether you are storing the data in row or column. So as a user, as a functional consultant, I definitely don't need to worry how exactly the data is getting stored. Only thing is I'm getting benefited of column-based data storage because I'm getting faster results. Okay. Coming to the third point, multi-core processors. I think this is very common nowadays. Even when you buy a laptop, you want to buy i7, you want to buy, you definitely know the difference between i5 and i7. What is the difference? Definitely the core. How many cores are there? How many dual core? Nowadays, you can see there are 3 core systems available within the one laptop itself. So quadra core, what exactly are this? So this is normally the new technology. So instead of talking about what is multi-core processors, I will give you a simple idea what exactly it means. SAP HANA uses latest technology available in the market. So multi-core processors, RAM, faster RAM, maybe you need the advanced RAM components, and that is the reason SAP. If you want to use SAP HANA, you have to buy the certified hardware. So SAP HANA uses latest technology, and there are few certified vendors who provide this hardware. So it is not like I went to market and I bought the server for HANA. If you want to implement SAP HANA in your system, you have to buy the servers which are licensed, which are certified by SAP. So for example, HP, Dell, Fujitsu, these are some examples. IBM, these are some examples of the systems which are supported by SAP HANA. So SAP has already certified this vendors. SAP has already certified these vendors because they are capable of developing this hardware. How much RAM is required, how much core multi-core processors are required. All those things are already provided by SAP, and based on that, they have certified that okay, these are the vendors who are actually providing that system. Again, it is not within HP. I'm not saying all the systems from HP are supported, all the servers from HP are supported. So even if you go to SAP site and if you try to see which systems are certified, so it will provide you the option that if you go for HP, it will give you the list of all those servers which are certified. So if HP is building 100 servers, it is not necessary that all the 100 servers will be certified for SAP. Only few, 20, 30 of those servers which are having those advanced components, only those servers are certified. So just remember, SAP HANA uses advanced hardware, advanced, you can say latest technologies, and this advanced technology is certified only for few hardware providers, server providers. Okay, there is nothing else to remember here. Let's come to the powerful calculation engine. Now, what do you mean by calculation? See, I shown you the table here. Okay, maybe if I add another column here, let's say I want to know the marks. Okay, student number one, how much marks he gathered, student number two, how much marks, student number three, how much marks, and at the end of the 4 rows here, I want to see the total. What were the total number of marks that were obtained by the students? Or maybe let's talk a practical scenario. Let's say this is my inventory table. So I'm showing you at plant number A. Okay, this material is having this much quantity. In plant number B, same material is having this much quantity, and I want to know at the end of the day how much is the total quantity available in my stock, including all the plants. So if I want to do those totals, this is only example, there are only 4 rows. In the business system, in SAP system, for the same material, you can have billions of lines. So if I want to know the total, if I want to do this total, I need a calculation engine so that it can perform the total and tell me how much is the total quantity available, how much is the total sales cost, how much is the total revenue that I have generated. So that calculation, some calculation has to be done considering billions of records. So that calculation engine, which was there in SAP ECC, that was not strong enough. Okay, but now with SAP HANA, SAP provided the powerful calculation engine which can perform the functions like sum, count, average very faster. Okay, within, you can say within milliseconds, or even if there is something lesser than milliseconds. Okay, so these calculations will be performed faster. So if I am a user, if I am a, let's say, a CEO of a company, and I want to know what is my total sales throughout the world. My company is using SAP, and I have 100 different branches all over the world. I have a company in US, I have a company in UK, I have a company in Germany, I have a company in India, and I want to know what is my total sales revenue for today. So as soon as I click on a report, it should show me this is my total sales for today, for this month, for this year, whatever calculations I want to perform. So that is only possible if your calculation engine is powerful. If your calculation engine is slow, if I'm clicking on show me the revenue, it is taking 10 minutes, 15 minutes to calculate that result, I will not be interested in those reports, right? So I want to make sure that the reports are available faster. And in order to make those reports faster, what I need to do is, number one, I need to bring in memory computing, which means the data will be directly stored in RAM. I need to store the data in the compressed form, in the column-based form. I need the technology which supports all these requirements. And ultimately, I need a powerful calculation engine so that my calculations are working faster. Because of all these reasons, HANA is faster compared to the traditional databases. So if you go to traditional databases, they will not support in-memory computing. They will not support the column-based database. They are using the old technology. Maybe now they are upgrading, but if you compare HANA, when SAP HANA came into the picture, and what were the technologies available at that time, whether the other database providers were using that technologies or not, the answer. And last one is the powerful calculation engine, due to which it takes a lot of time in the old databases to perform any calculation. But with HANA, you would be able to generate all these things faster compared to the traditional databases.